Hey guys, Jordan here from Tech Today, and for this month's PC build, I put together a $1,500 gaming PC build capable of maxing out almost all titles at 1440p and up. So, let's get to it. So for the CPU in this build, I've gone with the Intel Core i7 6700K. And this chip is clocked at 4 GHz and is featuring 4 physical cores along with 8 threads thanks to hyperthreading, which will be helpful with any heavy multitasking or video editing you may do. On top of that, the CPU is featuring 8 MB of level 3 cache and is part of Intel's Skylake family, which means they'll get both efficient power use with at the same time great performance. And now I know this processor won't add much performance when gaming as opposed to the i5 series, but where it will definitely excel is in productivity. So overall, the CPU should do an awesome job in this build. So to keep your CPU nice and chilly, I've gone with the second version of the Corsair H100i. And this liquid cooler should be more than capable of keeping that i7 at a reasonable temperature when gaming or performing any other intensive tasks. So for about $100, this cooler should be more than adequate for this PC. So when it comes to the motherboard in this build, I've gone with the Asus Z170A. And this board is featuring the LGA1151 socket, which is compatible with our CPU, and Intel's Z170 chipset, which will allow for plenty of overclocking potential. It's also featuring 4 SATA 6GB/s ports, 1 SATA Express port, and an awesome black and white color scheme. And this board is obviously from Asus, which produces very high quality, long-lasting products. So for about $150, this board should fit nicely into this build. So for the memory, I've gone with 16 GB of Corsair Vengeance LPX. And this RAM is clocked at 2400 MHz and comes in 2 modules for dual channel operation. And although this RAM features a cache latency of 15, the total of 16 GB will be very helpful in productivity based tasks. So for about $50, this RAM set should work well with this PC. So when it comes to storage, I've gone with both an SSD and a hard drive for optimal speed and performance. But for the SSD, to store all the programs and files that you need in a pinch, I've gone with a 250GB Samsung 850 EVO. And this drive obviously has 250GB of storage, paired with a read speed of up to 540 MB/s and a write speed up to 520 MB/s. And with its affordable price point of just about $85 and over 10,000 4.8 star Amazon reviews, it's a no-brainer. But for your mass storage, I picked out the trusty 1TB Western Digital Caviar Blue hard drive. And this drive features a 7200 RPM spindle speed paired with 64 MB of cache. Now this drive isn't packing any groundbreaking speeds, but for about $50, it should get the job done. So for the graphics card pushing out all your pixels, I've gone with the EVGA GTX 980 Ti Superclocked Edition. And this card is pretty much the cream of the crop with its 6 GB of GDDR5 memory, 1.1 GHz core clock, and 2816 CUDA cores. It's also featuring EVGA's ACX 2.0 Plus cooling unit to keep your GPU nice and chilly. And when it comes to I/O, you're going to be seeing 1 DVI, 3 DisplayPorts, and 1 HDMI. So although this card is a steep price point of about $600, it'll definitely deliver some awesome gaming performance for this PC. So to house it all, I've chosen the NZXT S340. And this case comes in both black and white to suit your color scheme. So for drive storage, it's packing 2 2.5-inch bays and 3 3.5-inch bays. And on the front, you'll be seeing 2 conveniently located USB 3.0 ports, along with microphone and headphone ports for easy access. But in my opinion, the best part of all is the clean, modern design that this case is featuring. So for about $70, you can't go wrong. So when it comes to the power supply, I've chosen the EVGA Supernova NEX 650. And this is of course a 650 watt supply, which is plenty for this PC, considering our GPU requires a minimum of a 600 watt power supply. So on top of that, this unit is 80+ gold certified for efficient operation, and 100% modular to keep all those unwanted cables out of the way. So for about $75, this is a great choice for this build. So that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and drop me a comment below on your thoughts on this month's $1,500 gaming PC build. So thanks for watching, and see ya!